Joe Gibbs' racing driver walked over to apologize to his own teammate and got told off instead. That's what happened at Atlanta on July 13th. And by the end of the night, a stage incident, a controversial yellow line penalty, and a tense pit road exchange had turned two Toyota teammates against each other. And hey, real quick, if you are a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation News is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. Let's start at the end of Stage 2. Bubba Wallace was running 6th, and he threw a block on Ty Gibbs. Now, blocking at Atlanta is dangerous. The closing speeds out there are massive. Gibbs had a huge run going and nowhere to go. He hit Wallace square in the bumper and spun him out. Just like that, a solid stage finish for the number 23 team was gone. The Wallace didn't let it end there. He recovered and charged back through the field. In overtime, Wallace went 3 wide and crossed the line in 2nd place. And that's when NASCAR stepped in. On that final lap, his car got loose. To keep it off the wall, he dipped below the double yellow line. The boundary drivers are not allowed to use to gain position. Here's the problem. He entered the corner in 3rd. He finished in 2nd. That's the rule right there. So he was black flagged and demoted all the way down to 29th. His team spent 31 minutes in the NASCAR hauler fighting the call. They brought telemetry data to make their case, and that data showed something interesting. Wallace was hard on the brakes, actively trying to hand the position back. But it also showed Gibbs' bumper kept pushing him from behind, shoving him from 3rd to 2nd while he was still below the line. NASCAR heard all of it and said no, yellow line calls are not appealable. Then came the pit road exchange. Gibbs walked over to apologize about the Stage 2 incident. Wallace told him he needed to lift instead of driving through him. Gibbs said Wallace knew to stop blocking. Gibbs went into his interview and used the word disrespect. Wallace went into his and said Toyota teammates do not race well together. So, whose fault was it? Both, depending on which incident you're looking at. The Stage 2 spin, that one's mostly on Wallace. Late flots at Atlanta are dangerous, and a trailing driver with that much momentum can't just disappear because you move down. The final lap is messier. Wallace was trying to avoid a wreck and back out of the pass, but Gibbs gave him a hard shove from behind, and the rulebook doesn't care about intent. Wallace broke the yellow line rule and advanced his position. That final lap call alone cost Wallace 27 championship points. Combine that with the lost Stage 2 points, and it was a brutal night for the number 23 team. Wallace now sits just 55 points above the playoff cut line. He said it himself, "Everybody behind us is licking their chops. We're not safe." Gibbs tried to do the right thing after the race by apologizing. It backfired. Now both drivers head into the final weeks of the regular season with unfinished business, and a teammate dynamic that Toyota Racing Development will have to sort out before it gets worse. So here's my question for you. Stage 2, block or the final lap shove? Which incident do you think caused more damage to this Toyota teammate relationship? Drop your take down in the comments. And if you enjoy this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to NASCAR Nation News. We'll see you in the next one.